happened to Judy Blume? Is she dead?
Judy Blume writes the children's books.
No, she wrote that book, Dear God, Hey God, It's Me, Martha, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And she wrote all kinds of romantic teen novels.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
back in the day.
Yeah, because
But he writes romantic teen novels too.
I was in my by the time I had heard of Judy Blume, I was already in my mid-20s, maybe, and I was not interested.
She might be dead.
But the thing is that I remember my sisters and stuff used to love her books because they felt like, she understands me as a teenage girl. And I'm like, first of all, you don't know what it's like to be a teenage white girl. I don't know what you're talking about.
Who said that?
No, that's what I told my sisters. That's what I told my sisters that. I'm like, why don't you write a teenage love story about some little black girl from the hood finding love and moving on to
Poetic Justice. That's Poetic Justice, girl.
Exactly.
Shout out to Janet Jackson. You go, girl. You never should have married that damn man in the first place. You just wanted to marry a billionaire and have a title because he was a prince, you know.
Yes, I know. But
he was kind of fine.
But they're friends now.
Well, they have to be. She's afraid he's going to steal her son and take him home, and she can't get to him, and all that little shit, girl.
Oh, good Lord!
Shout out to all the little people. I'm kidding. You know I don't mean no harm. You know I'm joking.
We've had a little bit of Texas tea, but we're good.
No, honey. Don't make excuses for me. I'm fine.
I'm not making excuses.
I'm just joking.
Maybe I need to make a disclaimer at the beginning of the show.
A disclaimer.
I've already been read from my trans thing.
See, he's transphobic, so there.
Bitch!
You way worse.
And I just got read.
No, I'm just throwing a little shade. I'm just having fun. Y'all know I love everybody, and I love all kinds of flavors of men. Mm-hmm. So please don't ever get it twisted and think that I'm racist, honey, because I'm taking all the comers.
You're right. You know, you're right, and we've talked about this so many times.
What about me being racist?
No. We've talked about this so many times, and a lot of comedians have been talking about this lately too. Is the fact that when we make jokes,
we have to apologize.
We have to apologize every time, and it's like
I miss you, Joan Rivers. Joan Rivers, if Joan Rivers was alive, seriously, right now, especially with Trump,
oh, she'd have a field day.
She would read.
Oh my God!
And you know why? Because she loved Donald Trump. Y'all don't know this, but Joan Rivers was a closet Republican. She was.
She and the Donald used to. Now
they hung out and everything, but you know what? She knew how to talk to him, and if anybody could shut him the hell up, it would have been Joan Rivers.
You know what gets me? What's
God rest
so
her soul.
funny? I am not a Trump supporter in any way, shape, or form. But the thing is, what gets me is the fact that all these, especially people in Hollywood, all these Hollywood people who are like, "Oh, Trump is this and Trump is that."
And all his friends.
And then I see pictures of when you used to hang out and party together.
Yes.
And when you invited him to your house for this and that, blah, blah.
He spent a lot of time at the Playboy Mansion when he was young. Come on now. And you know he ran into all kinds of stars at the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, nasty people. Them nasty hoes up in the Playboy Mansion. All them juices flowing in them hot tubs. Ugh. I mean, it just makes me sick.
Don't try to be a hypocrite about the fact that you used to hang out with this man. You used to love hanging out with this man, having him to your parties.
Yes.
He was entertaining.
I'm sure you never went to Sarah Jessica Parker's house.
No, I'm sure he.
No.
But she lives in New York. She's run into him.
He is from New York.
Yeah, he's from New York. So
she's run into him at galas and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And in fact, maybe I need to start watching Sex and the City to see if he might have popped up in an episode.
My friend David has a name for her, and it's not Horseface. Everybody calls her Horseface. David calls her Cane Face. Bless her heart. And I think she's cute. I think she's cute.
Bless her heart. She is a beautiful woman.
Oh, I think she's very pretty.
I think she's very pretty. And I love Sex and the City because of the fact that she owned.
Girl, she worked it.
And she wore the most amazing. I wanted to be her.
Kim Cattrall, though, was beautiful on that show, but her boobs disturbed me. They were like cupcakes, but they were like steel cupcakes.
You know the beautiful thing.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
they
were
look
just-
like. I wouldn't want to touch them. First of all, I don't touch boobs, but I don't think I would have wanted to touch her boobs. They look like leather hard cupcakes. I was like, oh, I was always, girl, please, when you go put your top on, put your top on, put your top on.
I remember when I was going through my heavy metal phase when I was in high school. She did a video, a rock video. She was a video vixen.
Oh, I
In
didn't
a
know
rock,
that.
Yeah, she was a video vixen in a rock video. I can't remember if it was White Snake or what have you, but she was a video vixen.
That was Tawny Katane you're thinking of.
Yeah, that was Tawny Katane, but she was also in
Tawny Katane.
Yes.
Who's in a ditch right now. Shout out to Connie. Connie, girl, if you can hear me on your Walkman, honey. Tawny, if you can hear me on your Walkman, girl.
If you have a Walkman,
Things will get better.
They-
Tawny's got a Walkman. Don't get it twisted. Tawny still has
Tawny's
the
got a
same
Walkman.
damn Walkman.
You're right. Tawny's got a Walkman.
She has been in a ditch for years.
Mhm.
Oh, and tell your friend Irene Cara I said hello too.
I know. I miss
Poor
Irene.
Irene. What a feeling.
I miss Irene Cara. So many actresses from that time who just.
Girl, no, Irene Cara now,
Mhm.
listen, I try to feel sorry for her, but this bitch won an Oscar, got her ass all jacked up on her back, and decided she didn't need Sony Records. And told Sony she wouldn't fulfill her contract. What you gonna do? Well, Sony showed her what they was gonna do. They sued her for $15 million. Hence, her friendship with Tawny Katane, because they're both in a ditch together. You can't win against Sony Corporation. Have you lost your mind, bitch? She did not have the attorneys for all this.
No, she didn't. She didn't. And trust me, if it were now, she probably would have won. If it were now.
Probably, because
Yeah.
now we know more about the corruption that goes on in the business and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. Thank God we know more about this stuff. And I feel like that right now, and we don't have a lot of time.
Or thank Babyface, because Babyface was accused of a lot of shit by a lot of people, and did a lot of shit apparently.
Are you thinking about Baby? Because
Babyface, the producer.
I'm thinking more of R. Kelly than. I'm
Because
sorry, I was thinking of R.
LaFace
Kelly.
Productions, LaFace Productions allegedly screwed over a lot of artists back in the day, and I don't think it was Babyface personally.
No.
You know, everybody has people,
Yeah, exactly.
so it was his people. People who need people. Some really bad singing. That was really bad Barbara, by the way.
Actually, that was pretty good. That was not bad at all. That was
it
pretty
felt
good.
bad. I Barbara shamed myself.
Well, this is the 10th show.
And it's been very sedate. Joel and I, frankly, there's just nothing in the news.
No, there's nothing. Just bombings and hoes. That's really
and too many bombings and way too many hoes.
And way too much. Just too much. You know, I found myself in a situation where I just had a few cocktails. One of my friends were talking about the bombing on Facebook. I had to put my 2 cents in. You know, I have learned something. I need to stay away from having political discussions on Facebook.
Oh, yes, I would never.
Because no one, including myself, and that's when I realized something about myself, is the fact that I'm falling for the same thing, where I jump to a conclusion about something because I read 20 minutes, a snippet of something.
Yeah.
And
there's just not
and I
enough
jumped to a
information.
conclusion.
Yeah.
And there was plenty of information. I just had to look it up, but I didn't take the time to do it. I just jumped to a conclusion, made my comment, and then felt foolish later when I realized, wait, that was not. Whoa, I should have said that.
See, I done told
So-
y'all, Facebook is the devil.
So now I'm at a point where I've been looking at that comment for quite some time where I'm like, how do I save face knowing full well that I was wrong?
Satan is a trickster, aren't you, Mark?
But at the same time, now I'm like, well, you know what? I'll just ignore it. I said what I said. There's nothing I can do. Blah, blah, blah. But I don't want people to think, oh, well, he's just one of those other people. It's
there's
such a dilemma.
There's quite
It's
a cattle
such a dilemma,
mentality on the
yeah.
Facebook, and I can't stand the manipulative posts. I can't stand the ones that say, if you believe in this or that, you must share this message. It's like, girl, don't tell me what to share if I believe. And don't tell me I don't believe in something simply because I'm not passing along your stupid ass message.
Yeah, exactly.
And there are a lot of hate-filled messages out there too.
There are a lot.
A lot.
There are a lot. And
I was on the Facebook last night just because I wanted to listen to the show and review the show last night, because I do that and every week because I want to make sure I'm not repeating myself. But I often repeat myself. But
which
anyway, yeah, and there was this devil message coming through down the pike rather, and I'm not going to repeat what it was because that'll just perpetuate the message. But I will say this: people were just saying amen and I know that's right and blah 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 blah, and I'm like, no, girl, y'all know y'all are wrong talking this shit online, and there's just too much going on that face. I'm telling you, I've said it before, I'll say it again.
Well,
Facebook is the devil.
It's not just Facebook; it's all of social media, really.
Which we're on, by the way, but that's okay because we're different.
But
we're better.
We are so much better.
Oh, so much better.
We are so much better.
We are so much fun. We're fun people. We believe in having a good time.
Live, let live.
Live, let live. If you can't be with the one you love, love the one you're with, kind of thing.
And sometimes we don't understand things.
Except for that, that's a really nasty song because that just means, fuck the guy right next to you.
You know what I love about what we're doing?
That's hippie.
I love the fact that sometimes we don't understand things. Sometimes we don't. And that's okay. And a lot of people don't admit to the fact that sometimes we don't understand what you're going through. Sometimes we don't.
No, we don't. Sometimes we fake it and act like we do. No, I'm kidding. We're just, going through the motions over here, girl.
But we try to admit the fact that, we don't understand it. We're not going to pretend like we do.
There are a lot of things about the gays I don't understand. Because I'm just a gay. I'm not every gay. I'm just me.
But we're also just people. Just trying to do our stuff.
Just folks.
Just folks you have your issues that you have to deal with every day. Every day you have issues that you have to deal with. You have to deal with the fact that you have arthritis on your ankles, so walking is a little hard. But you work through it every day.
Oh,
you have to earn a living.
I have to. Girl, somebody's got to pay the bills.
Yeah, the bills got you don't.
And the dog's dead, and I don't have anybody else.
Yeah, exactly. And I got my issues to work through that I have to work through, and that's what we do.
That's what
human beings do. We have to work through stuff. But what I'm a humanist, and I don't think a lot of people, and I think I might have a little bit of time to explain that.
Just a little.
Bit.
Girl, you got 2 minutes.
Okay, I might have a little bit of time to explain that. The fact of the matter is that I think you and I have discussed the fact that I don't have a huge belief in a God-like person.
And I worry about that.
That's fine.
I want to see you in heaven.
That's fine.
I fear that you are going to hell.
The thing is, though, is that I honestly, 100%, believe that human beings can work their shit out.
Oh, I believe that.
They can work their shit out. And they don't need... Oh. And I'm sorry to say this.
Oh, you're going to be sorry.
They don't need a higher power lording over them.
Oh, Lord.
Forcing them to do. I want human beings to do it because that's the right thing to do.
But human beings do it. But they don't do it on their own.
No, but the thing is that
we are not having a religious discussion because I'm not proselytizing. I'm not trying to force my religion on anybody.
We could talk about that.
But I will tell you this. I pray for you every night, and I pray you find your way, sinner.
And I wake up in the morning thinking, I hope Randy's going to be okay.
And see, that's very nice.
And
see, you're putting it out there. You may not know it, but you're praying when you do that.
I hope that Randy's going to be okay, and Randy will get through his stuff.
That's praying. I don't know what stuff he's talking about, but the arthritis. Okay.
But that's it. And we've got 3, 2, 1. We're done with the